Smoking, but when they hear this song, they'll learn there's more to toking. 25,000 different things we can make from it, and if we give it a chance, we'll save the blinking planet. Food, fuel and medicine, necessities for life, a benefit to all of us, our wonder and delight. Within this smelly weed, there's more than meets the eye, so much, much more than smoking, it can cleanse our dirty skies. Cannabis, cannabis will save the planet with cannabis. Cannabis, cannabis is a very useful weed. Cannabis, cannabis will save the planet with cannabis. Cannabis, cannabis is very good indeed.
It's Hemp Works, and it's time for Hemp, the international global funky radio station, which is the #1 in the world. There you go. And tonight I've gone from Holland. I'm going to Holland to meet Mariam. Is that Mariam now? Hello?
Hello, Steve.
How are you? Right, you've got a group over there called the Netherlands Patients. You are the PGMCU, the Patients Group Medical Cannabis Users. Fantastic. So would you like to introduce yourself? Also, we've got Jerome on the line as well. Is Jerome still with us?
Oh,
Yeah.
hello. Yes, we have with a few patients we were supposed to get
It's
another foundation in Holland because the one there isn't there anymore from the 1st of January this year. So we have to start a new one so someone can go for the patients in Holland because they are the forgotten ones over here.
Could you explain that a little bit more? Because from where I am in England, and I think a lot of people have the view that Holland is very liberal with, one, its recreational use of cannabis, and two, with its medical use of cannabis. So maybe you could tell us what the situation is in Holland.
Now, in Holland there are lots of coffee shops, but the medical marijuana is still discriminated. The coffee shops is legalized a little bit behind, but the medical cannabis is very behind the other side of the world, like the US. We are walking far behind of that.
I'm so
and that is going to change.
I really am very, very, very surprised, because surely if you have recreational, then it automatically follows that you would have medical.
Yes. Medical cannabis is totally different from coffee shop cannabis, because there's there's no controls cannabis. There are no qualifications for that. In the near of my home, in another city in Holland, in Haarlem, they are making a kind of qualification for cannabis now in the coffee shop, so they are changing the rules over there. That's a good one, but that has to be all over Holland and not only in Haarlem.
I see. I get. Right. So correct me if I'm wrong
NASA
or right.
detects
Then.
what it's calling
So
a mysterious
if you have a
X-ray
coffee
signal
shop in your town,
detects what
you
it's
could go and get your medicine from the recreational coffee shop. Yeah. But if you don't have a coffee shop, it means that it's not available for you to get your medicine. Is that correct?
I cannot deal with the coffee shop because I'm going to cough my lungs out of it, because that's polluted. there is no guarantee that you got good weed in the coffee shop. That's the problem over here.
Right.
You have to get clean medicine when you are a patient. I have lung problems, and I can't use dirty cannabis for my lungs.
Yeah.
And it's getting worse with my lungs. And now it's getting better every day. So I want to keep that.
Yeah. So would I be correct in saying as well that maybe there is also a group of medical patients in Holland, as there might be in any country, that don't actually want to visit a coffee shop to be able to buy their medicine from, because it's not maybe the social scene? May I use that word?
I did not understand.
So maybe some people in Holland, when they have the cannabis for medicine, they don't necessarily want to go to a coffee shop to buy the medicine.
No,
they want to be able to get it from a pharmacy or a compassion club.
At first, when you are a patient and you want to get it medically, you have to go to your doctor.
Yeah.
You have to talk to your doctor first, and then you can get Bergh, and that's a brand which is approved by the government over here, and it's given out all over the world, not only in Holland, but all over the world.
Okay. And is that supplied to you free of charge, or do you have to pay for that?
I still have to pay it myself, and I am busy with a lawyer to get my insurance to get paid for it for me, because I don't need other medication from the chemistry, the pharmacy. So I only use cannabis as medicine, and I want to get paid that my insurance will pay that for me. Okay. So a lawyer is busy with it at the moment.
So can I just clarify that point? If it was another type of medicine, let's say an opiate type based medicine, or a cough medicine, a pharmaceutical medicine, your insurance would cover the cost of that particular brand of medicine?
No.
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 May I interrupt with one thing?
Okay, how are you?
I'm very fine. We have been searching on Google and Facebook for 4 years for patients who did get official prescription of government approved medications, cannabis or cannabis extracts.
Yeah.
But we found no one who did get cover from an insurance company. No one.
Nobody.
3-4 years times. So
even though it's prescribed medicine, you can't get it under your insurance, your healthcare insurance.
No, the colleagues they will pay, but we have found some people who did get about £100 a year, but that is not enough, because you have to have a lot of cannabis when you are in pain. That's the kind of sickness.
Okay. Are you allowed to grow your own?
No, absolutely not. But we're fighting for that also.
Oh, so this is the first time that I've actually spoken to Holland or Dutch people that are involved in the industry. I'm actually quite shocked, because, as I say, our point of view of Holland has been one that recreational now, oh my God, how long? 20 years plus in Holland you've had coffee shops? 20, 30 years. So we've always had this view that Holland is some sort of cannabis paradise, if you like, and I find it very strange that you can't get your medicine.
It's absolutely crazy paradox what it is. It's absolutely, we call it a Mexican standoff. It's almost the same, but now it's the medical program of the government. It really started in 1993 already with James Bergh. And you know him? He's a friend of you? No? James Burton was an American veteran, and he came to Holland because he had glaucoma.
Yeah.
Yes, the sickness in the eye, and he couldn't grow his wheat in America, so he came to Holland, and he made the first deal with the government to grow cannabis, and he ended up with 134 different strains.
Yeah.
But in 2005, it was kicked out by the Dutch government, and the company Bergh took it over, and they serve about 1,000 patients per year in the Netherlands. So you would expect some people would get the cover from the insurance company, but if you read the newsletter, it's also a problem in America.
Yeah.
So people can use cannabis for medical reasons, but we have not found people who do get cover from the insurance company.
Only the people who have 10.
A few terminal people, but you can speak them because they will be getting 6 months to a year. So it's very, very difficult.
So it's a really crazy, as you say, it's a Mexican standoff that you can get recreational without too much problem. Yeah. But to be able to get medical, it involves one being able to locate it. You can't grow your own. How about extract? Is it legal to take the extract from the plant in Holland?
No. It's still very illegal here. But the company Bergh, it's testing with teachers in hospitals. So the company does do it. But normal people, in Canada, the company is also very busy. They have about 4,000 patients they can serve over there, is an estimate.
Yeah.
And their patients can order a teacher through the websites.
Yeah.
They can choose which strains they must be in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's very different from the crazy Mexican standard of way at. Because if you can grow your own, we all know it's very cheap to do. But if I must buy my medicine like Bergh comes through this pharmacy system, it's going to cost me about 13,000 per year.
Wow.
So it's quite a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I need it for 2. Yeah. But I can make the same amount of cannabis for 15 euros in seeds, So that's really crazy.
Yeah, again, the whole economics of it doesn't match up, does it, that you can grow this from a few seeds? Or you have to pay some company or pharmaceutical company absolutely extortionate prices just to be...
It's one thing we're used to in the cannabis world because everyone wants it. That's true. It's absolutely true.
Yeah.
But the medical cannabis is also causing a problem because if this high price is continued, side effects. You have heard of side effects. It's really expensive.
It's it's £550 per 5 grams.
Yeah, now there's just 2.5 grams of cannabis in bottles, not 5. It's just 2.5 grams. It's really
2.5 grams CBD, 2.5 grams THC, 5 grams in total.
Yes, that's true. Okay, that's correct. Yeah. So no insurance company will ever cover that for patients.
Yeah.
Did you find one patient in the UK with MS who did get reimbursement from the insurance company?
Well, yes and no. The whole subject of cannabis medicine in the UK is a...
I know, we have a lot of friends in the UK. We have a lot of friends with now also, so we hear all the stories.
Well, you can get this GW Pharmaceuticals drug for certain conditions. You have to live in the right area, and it's very difficult to get your insurance or our National Health Service to pay for it because it is so goddamn expensive. Now, we have a governing board in the UK, it's called NICE, believe it or not, and they set the price for drugs, and they've said that Savitex is too expensive to be able to be given on the national health, which means you have to buy it privately. And if you go private, it's in excess of £550 per 5 grams of 2.5 of THC, 2.5 of CBD, which is a phenomenal amount of money. I would personally need over £1,000 a day to be able to medicate correctly. That's impossible.
Did you know that side effects was already created in 1993 somewhere?
I believe that actually the real time it was created was by O'Shaughnessy back in the 1900s. It's basically the tincture that they gave to the
okay, if you put that out, yeah, that's correct, yeah. But the last 20 years, this company who makes this stuff is earning money in the stock market.
Oh, yes, they went up today, because also in England, unfortunately, it's a very black day in England, because the British Medical Association has just turned around at the annual conference and said that they don't think that medical marijuana is really a medical problem. So they've turned their back.
Have you heard of the new tablet, the APDRX?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. They already made more than £160 million on the stock markets on a pill that's not even for sale.
Yeah. Well, that's why we have a dilemma in the UK, because we have a company that's not 150 miles away from me that produces a full extract cannabinoid medicine, and they sell it for a very vast profit, and apparently the stuff that they sell and manufacture is legal. And if I do that in my home garden and produce the same medicine, in fact a better quality medicine, because it doesn't contain alcohol in it, I risk 14 years in jail. Which is like, hello. It's the same plant.
But the side effects promised last year when it went on the stock market, that it was for the treatment and for the prevention of cancer.
Yeah.
Well, and that makes it fairly doubtful, because for prevention of cancer, with just that 2.5 grams of THC and 2.5 grams of CBD, other people in Canada, they say we need at least 6 grams pure oil per 5 kilograms of body weight for that.
Yeah.
So it's very, very strange that they can do this without proper research on it.
Well, it's very strange all round. As I say, it's very strange for us in the UK, because their medicine, although it's a full plant extract, their medicine is legal and our medicine is illegal. So we're in a we're in this catch-22.
We have a Dutch foundation. It's very famous. It's called Medibeat. Everybody knows them, and they sell it. But if I, as a private person, go do that in Holland and go trade in cannabis oil and extracts, maybe I could face 8 years in jail.
Yeah, exactly, for taking medicine. Again, taking it to the other side of the fence, there was that young boy or man today, he's been put on death sentence in Texas for a 3rd time small amount of cannabis. So on one hand, it's medicine, depends on who's growing it. In other countries, it's illegal. In your country, it's fine to have recreational but not medical. In Texas, if you get caught 3 times with a small amount, you end up on death row. In Malaysia, there's the whole law all around the world is just crazy. Yeah. It's not making any sense to anybody.
It must be one policy for all of us, because we use are everywhere the same. And in Jamaica, we can have 45 grams, 47 grams in our pocket now. So it's crazy. It's something completely different.
Yeah.
And that's also the problem with the cannabis grow. If you want, as a patient, clean cannabis, it's very hard to do that when you are sick, when you're in a wheelchair and stuff like that.
It's very hard. I've been there. It's very difficult. It's very, very difficult, and especially with some of the motor neuron diseases where you don't have full use of your body. You know, It's just that the whole situation of the law all around the world is penalising people being sick, isn't it? It's as simple as
We
that.
have Dutch patients. There was a body in America, and that's a good idea to have a kind of a buddy system for patients, but also the law is, you cannot do this. It would be a solution.
I know, and we all know that now that cannabis is medicine, and as a recreational thing, we've got proof from countries like yourself, Holland and Portugal, and a whole mirror of Switzerland, of where they've had people using this plant in modern history. And I believe all the data that comes back from countries like Holland and Portugal, it's all very positive. So even though on the recreational side, there is not a great big problem with it.
I have contact with patients in all countries all over the world. Some patients are in Norway and some patients are in Swiss.
Okay, can we hold on? We're going to go for a break now and we can get the sponsors on. Okay, and then we'll be back in about 4 minutes and 22 seconds, according to Casper. Okay.
You are listening to the Time for Hemp Global Broadcasting Network. Please share us with your friends.
THCF Medical Clinics are the premier physicians clinic in the United States. THCF has offices all across the United States from Hawaii to Michigan. THCF Medical Clinics has helped approximately 150,000 patients obtain their medical marijuana permits to legally possess, grow, and use medical marijuana. If you have chronic pain, multiple sclerosis, or any other neurological degenerative disease, or if you have any gastrointestinal disorders such as GERD, irritable bowel syndrome, or if you have AIDS, cancer, spastic disorders, seizure disorders, or glaucoma, call us at 1-800-723-0188 or visit us online at hemp.org. Again, the number is 1-800-723-0188 and the site is hemp.org.
In need of a ganja vacation? Blaze away.
Don't criticize it.
Hotbox Jamaica. Chill.
Legalize it, yeah.
Relax. And burn all day while watching the amazing ocean view. Listen to the birds. Bathe in the mineral waters of the Ganja River. Munch on tasty Jamaican Rasta food. Take a weed farm tour and hold a meditation. Book this amazing vacation for $420. Get the Sativa Special. 7 nights in Sativa dorms with ganja meals and airport transfer. Check us out at hotboxjamaica.com. That's hotboxjamaica.com. Hotbox Jamaica, a higher meditation vacation.
Indigrow is your source for affordable induction grow lighting. First discovered in 1891 by Nikola Tesla, Indigrow lights deliver 11 years of electronic sunlight to your plants. Indigrow lamps require less than half the power of traditional HID lamps. Converting to Indigrow lights means you'll cut down on your power bill with less lighting. Indigrow lamps also use 5 times less mercury than traditional fluorescent or HID lamps, making Indigrow not only energy efficient but environmentally friendly as well. No more switching out lamps between vegetative and flowering stages. As nature intended, your lights get a steady dose of UV light. That makes your plants grow healthier and stronger. Indigrow products are manufactured in San Diego, California, and come with a written 10-year warranty. What Tesla knew, then growers know now, is that Indigrow lighting is the cost-effective addition to your victory garden. To learn more or order now, go to inda-grow.com. That's INDA-GRO.com. Or call 877-452-2244 to answer any of your questions. These guys really know lights. Indigrow really is your sunlight in a box.
Education and information. See what all the buzz is all about. It's time for hemp. It's time for hemp.
This is a very useful weed. Cannabis, cannabis will save the planet with cannabis. Cannabis, cannabis is very good indeed.
Okay, well, I'm sorry it was very muffled in the first bit. I think we've sorted out our technical microphone difficulties now. So I've got my delightful guests from Holland on, and they... Well, would you like to tell us about your foundation that you started? What's the idea behind the foundation?
We are a foundation, patient group for medical cannabis users, an independent, non-profitable collaboration patient companions platform, and a network. Currently, it's very extra important to make clear where the foundation is for and goes for, because we use social platforms and professionals which might help you to participate in future developments and or help with your profile within the field of social work, your doctor, healthcare provider, or government. Moreover, Foundation PGNCU is crucial to secure the identity of users and of friends of Foundation PGNCU. To reach this, the Foundation PGNCU needs more support for further development. In order to cope with the current changes, we hope professionals connect with Foundation PGNCU. We want to contribute by sharing and encouraging participation by professionals from the field. Important secondary goal is to contribute to a good strategic interest representation of all stakeholders at local, national, European, and international level. Patients who choose for cannabis as medicine or medical therapeutic supported tool may get lost in the forest of information at the moment. There are so much rules and restrictions of the business, the government, the law, and insurance companies for many years. And we, patients, started this foundation to help other patients to get further with everything. That's in short what we are standing for at the moment. We are not a foundation to promote or sell cannabis, nor its extent, nor its extracts, nor its applications, nor to provide medical advice, diagnosis or medical assistance, or to encourage individuals to uncontrolled drug use, criminal activities, or to set off self-diagnostics. We encourage anyone with physical and mental problems or for the prescription of medical cannabis to seek contact with his doctor, clinical psychologist, and psychiatrist first. She or he is the first line caregiver in the care chain and care counselor. That's why we stand in short form. Steve?
So really, you're a very hands-on foundation. You actually really get out there and help the patients by the sound of it.
Yes. We cooperate with the BNC, that's the Medical Cannabis Office for Medical Cannabis Association, and we work together with the Association International International Association for Cannabis Medicines. We make the translations in Dutch for them.
Yeah.
And we have backup of Bergh Cameroon. We have questions about some medicine that they give illegal. There's no illegal stuff.
Okay. So let's put this in practical terms. I'm from the UK. If I was going to come and live in Holland, then yours would be a good foundation. I'm a medical cannabis user, by the way. I had end-stage liver cancer, so I use it on a daily basis. So it would be, if I came to live in Holland, or say I was doing work in Holland for 6 months, yours would be a good foundation to contact, because you'd be able to put me in touch with doctors and the legality, and explain to me what the situation is in Holland. Is that a good? Yeah, is that what you're set up to do?
No, it took me over years to get my recipe. It's not so easy. It's just very difficult to get it over here.
Yeah.
When you see it in the US or Canada, they go to internet to Bergh, and they fill a form and they have it on receipt, which change with the doctor, of course. But here you have to find a doctor who can prescribe it, because most doctors don't know anything about it, but they don't want to know anything about it, so it's very difficult to get it on prescription.
Yeah.
If at last 2 years some more things are come about medical cannabis positive for everyone, so I hope that will go continue in the future.
So I suppose that the question would be, is if I came to Holland, why would I need a medical certificate when I could get it from the coffee shops anyway? Or is that just
yes, you can get it in a coffee shop when you're not in the south of Netherlands as a foreigner, because in the south of Netherlands you only may Dutch people may buy in the coffee shop. Only in the north of Netherlands you can go everyone to the coffee shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, above 18 years and older, of course.
So what advantages would I have by becoming a medical patient? Even if I was Dutch, what advantages would that give to me by having it prescribed from a doctor?
When I didn't prescribe it from a doctor, I had to buy it in the coffee shop, or I had to grow it myself outside, because otherwise I didn't get my medicine.
Yeah. So, all right, again,
and I need that medicine for a long time. What you say?
As a foundation, what aims do you have? I mean, where would you like to see the legality of medical cannabis in Holland? And what is the aims of the charity? Where would you like to see the charity say in one? Let's deal with that one first. So, what would you like? How would you like the Dutch government to respond to medical cannabis? What changes do you think they need to make?
I want to change the law in some aspects, because we want also tinctures and all available here in Holland, just like there is in Canada and in the US. We want everything available for the patients all over here, just like why the other side of the world yes, and why this side of the world no. It shouldn't be allowed.
Of course not. Of course
not. It shouldn't be allowed. No. The law is a crime in this.
Yes.
The people who decide who make this decision, give good medicine to people who need it. Peaceful patients, not criminalized patients. Peaceful patients just want to get the medicine to help the symptoms of the diseases.
Yeah.
Please help them. Give them cannabis. Better as morphine or other things, tramadol or other things.
All the other PLC drugs that they hand out. Yeah. So is the government listening to you? Does the Dutch government have any plans to change the law for the medical people?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I am busy. I'm busy with that. The law has to be changed, and that's going to take a long way. It's not it's just from one or other day. That must be changed. That's done in the ministerraad.
How about the Dutch people in
In
general?
the parliament, they have to discuss it in the parliament, and it's going to take some time. And in the summertime, it's not available. The parliament is not available in summertime.
Yeah.
They are on holidays, just like other people.
They go on holidays, and they don't have to worry about being sick, do they? And getting the
No, they don't worry because they aren't sick.
Yes.
They have very big pockets. We don't.
So, how about the general public of Holland? Is the general public, if it was put to a vote, do you think that the general public of Holland would vote for yes for medical cannabis?
Yes, there are some new petitions also published on internet to fight for insurance and
Cannabis oil.
The cannabis
oil. Their petition on internet, and we asked everybody to sign it because otherwise there's nothing going to change.
Yeah.
We have to do it ourselves because when you only sit on your back and you do nothing, there won't come anything out of it. I'm also a patient and I can talk and I can do something, and everyone can do something.
Everyone can do something. Of course they can.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And it seems to be as well that the medical side of our, I don't like to call it the industry, but that's what it is, if you like, the medical side of our movement is really being led by sick people, and as we've also seen really now, it's very much being led by the children. Yeah?
Yeah, also lots of children, yes.
Yeah,
children
this
especially for epilepsy. Epilepsy is very low on speech last year, especially about the CBD in the cannabis plant.
Yeah.
In the cannabis plant, and but not everybody is focused on high and everything. When they hear cannabis, they just hear THC, they hear psychedelics, they hear schizophrenic, they hear everything. They hear a gateway to hell, yes. It's just the opposite.
Yeah, it's just the opposite. And as we've seen with the epilepsy and the Dravet children, when they take this medicine, it's almost instant.
Yes.
They take the medicine and they've gone from hundreds of fits per day to zero.
Yes.
In one application. It's like, oh my God, it's like no wonder these mothers are becoming so vocal when they're seeing the effects that this medicine is having on their children. Unfortunately, older people like us, they tend to ignore us a little bit more, don't they? Obviously, yeah. When it's a child's life, everybody raises up and goes, no, this is not right. Yeah, because it's not right for anybody to be denied a medicine that is non-invasive and non-harmful and non-addictive, of which the cannabis plant is certainly one of those medicines. But as I say, it seems to be now that the canna mums and canna kids and all the other canna children that are coming out into the open, when people see what this stuff does, there's no denying it. We don't need science, we don't need governments, we don't need anything. It's medicine. You give it to a kid and they get better. Who can deny that?
Yes, we know that.
And we know that.
All people should know that. Nature is given to us.
I definitely feel
nature is given to us.
Yeah, the whole cannabis movement now is really, it's not about proving that it's medicine. It's not even really about the politics anymore, because the politics is so ridiculous, as we're seeing from around the world.
It's all about the money at the moment.
Well, I think it's about the education, about the money. That's what they're after. But I think now with good quality education around the world, happening very, very quickly, once people understand the full benefits of cannabis hemp, then I don't think there's any law or any politician.
To all of us. Education to all of us. It's very important.
It's very important in this time now that people get educated and learn the true facts of what this plant is.
Yes.
And then we can get it reinstated very, very quickly. And people like us that are ill won't get persecuted anymore. And hopefully, in my eyes, I want to be able to grow my own medicine. Yeah, I don't want to be able to buy it off of somebody else. But for those that can't grow it for whatever reason, they should have safe and legal access to it. Yeah. And as for the agricultural side of the plant, the hemp plant, well, that, when people start realising that it's going to replace their fuels and their building materials and the cotton, which is covered in pesticides, and all the other amazing ecological benefits and environmental and even economic benefits, then there'll be no turning the clock back.
Even the seeds. Even the seeds are medicine.
Even the seeds
are medicine.
Yeah.
In China, they eat it every day.
Yes.
For the health.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and green tea of the leaves, they are delicious.
Yeah.
The leaves are delicious. To make fresh tea from fresh leaves is delicious.
Yeah. Right, we're going to take another break there, and then we're going to come back for the last segment. So we're going to take some more music, pay the sponsors, let them pay the bills.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You are listening to the Time for Hemp Global Broadcasting Network. Please share us with your friends.
If you are in the Portland, Oregon area and are an OMMP card holder, then come down to Nikki's Diggity Dank Market, Portland, Oregon's first and only weekly OMMP market, presented by the Alternative Wellness Center, located at 5241 Southeast 72nd Avenue, 2 blocks south of Foster Boulevard, close to public transportation, held every Sunday 10 a.m. till 7 p.m., connecting quality vendors with patients. Nikki's Diggity Dank Market also has a weekly raffle with products from every vendor, so come down to Nikki's Diggity Dank Market and have fun while connecting with quality vendors and getting great natural medicine. If you are a vendor and want a chance to connect with OMMP patients, you can check out their Facebook page at facebook.com/Alternative Wellness Center or call 971-888-4392. Be sure to register early because space is limited. Nikki's Diggity Dank Market.
In need of a ganja vacation? Blaze away.
Don't criticize it.
Hotbox Jamaica. Chill. Relax and burn all day while watching the amazing ocean view. Listen to the birds. Bathe in the mineral waters of the Ganja River. Munch on tasty Jamaican Rasta food. Take a weed farm tour and hold a meditation. Book this amazing vacation for $420. Get the Sativa Special. 7 nights in Sativa dorms with ganja meals and airport transfer. Check us out at hotboxjamaica.com. That's hotboxjamaica.com. Hotbox Jamaica, a higher meditation vacation.
Indigrow is your source for affordable induction grow lighting. First discovered in 1891 by Nikola Tesla, Indigrow lights deliver 11 years of electronic sunlight to your plants. Indigrow lamps require less than half the power of traditional HID lamps. Converting to Indigrow lights means you'll cut down on your power bill with less lighting. Indigrow lamps also use 5 times less mercury than traditional fluorescent or HID lamps, making Indigrow not only energy efficient but environmentally friendly as well. No more switching out lamps between vegetative and flowering stages. As nature intended, your lights get a steady dose of UV light. That makes your plants grow healthier and stronger. Indigo products are manufactured in San Diego, California, and come with a written 10-year warranty. What Tesla knew, then growers know now, is that Indigo lighting is the cost-effective addition to your victory garden. To learn more or order now, go to inda-grow.com. That's INDA-GRO.com. Or call 877-452-2244 to answer any of your questions. These guys really know lights. Indigo really is your sunlight in a box.
Free? Did you say free? Free hemp? Free hemp? Free hemp video and audio? Free downloads of all the top artists, all the pot artists on planet Earth. Interviews with all the people making the movement, making the hemp movement. It's time for hemp. That's right, world. It's time for hemp. That's right, world. It's time for hemp.
And we're running out of time. There's no point in worrying, no wondering what to do, 'cause the answer's in the colour green, it's shining through and through. Cannabis, cannabis will save the planet with cannabis. Cannabis, cannabis, it's a very useful weed. Cannabis, cannabis will save the planet with cannabis. Cannabis, cannabis is very good indeed. Cannabis, cannabis will save the planet with cannabis. Cannabis, cannabis is a very useful weed.
Hello, we're back. Right, big shout out going out to my favourite charity, which is the Hemp Works charity UK.org. And my other favourite charity is Time for Hemp, because that's so much a charitable cause. And I've got to tell you as well, I ain't going to ask you to go to the front page and give a donation because nobody ever does. But if you've got a cannabis hemp-based company and you're not advertising on our radio network today, do you know how much business you're losing? You are seriously not, if you're not advertising with us, you're not in the game, all right? Think about it, because every company that is advertising with us, the sales figures are going through the roof, all right? So, like, pick up the phone Casper, book yourself some advert space, because we ain't got a lot of it left. That's my rant over with. Hello, my lovely friends from Holland. So I've been united today about the situation in Holland. I thought for 1 minute, if it all went very, very bad in England, I'd jump on the plane or a boat and come over to Holland and get my medication over there. But that doesn't seem to be the way at the moment, does it?
Well, the company is going international, so it makes it really important for all patients all over the globe who choose cannabis as medicine to unite in some way for this.
Yeah. I totally
because all the laws are kind of in union, and the prices are artificially very, very high.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big problem for the few patients I've spoken in the past years. They pay hundreds and hundreds of euros extra to get this Bergh official approved cannabis to Sweden or Norway.
Oh, right. Do you know the cost of it, by the way? What is the cost of that?
The Bergh cannabis, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's €9 per gram or $12 per gram.
Okay, and how much is a gram of recreational in a coffee shop nowadays?
It's about the same price. But then you have to look at the quality.
Okay, is it good quality, Bedrocan? Do you think it's good quality?
For patients with diseases in the blood, it's very good quality because it's very clean. But when I compare it with fresh cannabis, no, it's not that quality. When I compare it with smoke of Marok hash, by example, no, it's not that quality. My injuries are in my spine. I have damaged discs, and they hurt a lot. So when I smoke weed, I take a little piece of Marok hash, of the dark Afghani hash.
Oh.
It works so much different.
I bet it does. That Afghan one seems to cure a lot of things.
You can sleep so good on that stuff. It's really, really good. So when you have deep pains, the dark hash from Afghanistan is really, really good for the pain and also for sleep. With the Bergh I used 1.5 gram for a cup of tea. Yeah, and I slept really good. But yeah, it's still very expensive to make tea from cannabis because the quality compared to the coffee shop cannabis is a little bit lower. Let's say about 60-50% somewhere.
Yeah.
When you compare it to fresh cannabis, it's really not comparable because fresh cannabis has all the fresh terpenes in them. And when you smell them, you know if this cannabis strain is good for you or not. You can smell it for yourself because you recognize the terpenes you need.
Well, I think it boils down to if we live in these consumer societies that apparently we do, and there's meant to be democracies, that means, you know, we get to have a say in how the governments are run, which we don't anymore, then it is consumer's choice, isn't it? Why should we just have, if you go to the farmer's market, there is more than one variety of apple, there is more than one variety of tomato. Why should we just only have one variety of this magic plant? I mean, I want to go to the farmer's market and be able to choose it for the farmer of my choice.
I grew up with a coffee shop with all smuggled cannabis from Jamaica and Colombia and all smuggled hash even from Nepal. So I know how they work, you know. And when I compare this to indoor cannabis or hydroponics cannabis, it's really stupid. For every illness, you produce another type of cannabis.
Yeah. I think some of the research is being done as well now. When I speak to some of the people in America that are already studying this, they're already talking about strain varieties now for certain conditions. Yeah. Different strains have different effects on people.
We were talking about the dark Afghani, Harsha. I have a good example. I was smoking one big joint with my sister, and she had one puff and she fell asleep, and I smoked the whole joint, and I became active. So this is typical for cannabis. It can work for everybody, very, very different.
Yes, exactly.
So it's not researchable. You can formula out of that, you know. It's very, very difficult.
I actually believe
you have to try it.
That there is a strain for each person. That you have an ancestral strain. There is a strain, a variety of cannabis out there that most probably your ancestors grew up around for generations upon generations, and that is well suited to your family DNA bloodline. So it's like one family.
We have tried one of the newest strains, the ACDC, and we are hoping for Charlotte's Web to come to Europe also.
Yeah.
You have heard of them?
Yeah, I know the Charlotte Web story very well, the Stanley brothers and Charlotte herself and Brave McKeeler, and I'm quite in touch with a lot of the children in America. They've been on the radio station a few times, which is fantastic. But yeah, again, it's just all different strains, isn't it? I do believe as well, for me as well, that for medical purposes, it should be grown outdoor wherever possible. Because I believe that the full spectrum sunlight gives it more full spectrum in its medical benefits.
So every patient should be able to choose the strain he wants, and he should also be able to choose for, if he wants to smoke it, make a cup of mince oil or a tincture of made of it.
Absolutely, whichever way is applicable. Yeah. Suppositories are very good.
I've tried tinctures myself, and some of these tinctures, they are so good. You can sleep on them without getting stoned, and that's very important because people are still afraid for getting hooked on cannabis or getting stoned by cannabis.
Yeah. Well, compared to living in pain, or for me on a deathbed, being slightly stoned is not really a great problem in life. Better stoned than dead.
There's a doctor in Cambridge Hospital, and she is researching how cannabis and hashish works on veterans. Yes. It's very important that she does, because all the veterans, they really tell the same, that cannabis doesn't work and that hash does work. So there is something in that hash that is not in cannabis. And that's in the field of the THC and CBD and CBN and all the other substances which are definitely in the model cars. So it's very important that every doctor should know that model cars is better and maybe might be cheaper without effects on that.
Of course. Grown traditionally by Moroccan farmers. Right, we're going to wind it up very shortly. So, how do people find your website? How do they get in touch with you? What's your...
It's very simple. They can find us on Facebook and Twitter and Google+, and it's Foundation Patient Group Medical Cannabis Users.
Yeah.
And we are already busy on Google, so we will be found. There's not a problem.
Okay.
And when they search Google, they can search for Jeroen van den Bergh den Dulck. That's me. And I'm already working a couple of years on Google+, and I have a big group over there. So we will be found. That will not be a problem.
Fantastic. Well, from me at Hemp Works and from the Time for Hemp Network, thank you for being such an amazing guest. It's lovely. I always like talking to the Dutch people. Unfortunately, you've upset me a little bit today because I thought the situation over there was a lot better than what it was, but we all need to know the truth, so I shall get over that. And
thank you for having us.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Is there anybody else you'd like to say hello to while you're here?
No, all patients all over the globe unite. If you have this idea of choosing for cannabis, make your stand and hold to your plan.
Exactly.
Don't anybody make you crazy.
Can you repeat that, please? Repeat that last sentence. That was lovely.
Nobody makes you crazy. That's very important.
Yeah, that's it. We got a plan, we're going to stand by it. Medical, safe and legal access for medical users all around the globe, including Holland, where recreational is legal, medical is almost not.
We make a complete new world of this. Yeah? Okay. Thank you for having us.
We're going to wrap it down now. Thank you so much. Stay in touch with us. Bye-bye.
Yes, we do. Bye.
Bye-bye. After Zane.